Hello and welcome to the third video on finding an inverse of a function. Just a couple of last second ideas to talk to you about this lesson. So the final ideas that we're going to talk about are the switching of domain and the switching of range. And essentially with an inverse, these two partners, they switch places. So for a problem that we're posed with here, saying what is the domain and the range of this function, well, that is really easy for us, right? We can say, okay, well, I know domain, this is all of our x values, right? So if I'm going to make a list here, I'm going to say, okay, I have -5, -3, 7, and 0. And mathematicians, we write our lists, right, in order, right? So -5, -3, 0, and 7. And if we have any repeating values, we just leave those out. Okay, so I have now my range. Well, range values are the y values. Okay, and again, if I'm going to make a list, right, I have 2, -9, 2, and 8. So I have -9, 2, right, and 2 repeats here and here. And then we have 8. Okay, so that's it. I listed domain and I listed range. Well, part B says, what are the domain and the range of the inverse? Oh, tricky question. Tricky. Not really, not at all. So the domain for my inverse is just going to be the range of my regular function. So I just copy this. -9, 2, and 8, right? Okay, and then the range is the domain. So I have -5, -3, 0, and 7. That easy. That's it. Okay, so nothing complicated there. Here's a practice problem. Again, pause the video, try this. This is super duper easy. And the final thing I want to talk to you about. So that idea, right, of domain turning into range, right, and the range also turning into the domain, can be found here. And we're also going to talk about the notation of inverse here. So notation, remember, this is f inverse of x. So if 2 is equal to 5, so here's my ordered pair they give us. If f of 2 is 5, okay, and then they say also if f of -3, that looks really ugly. I'm going to redo that. So if f of -3 is equal to -12, what is the following? So they give you these ordered pairs here, right? Here's an x, here's a y. Okay, they say, what is f inverse of -12? Well, if this is f of x over here, right, then I know f inverse of x is going to be this. It's going to be 5, 2, and it's going to be negative, I'll just try to use that, -12, -3. Okay, so f of -12, well, that is -3. F inverse of 5, well, that is 2. Done. Okay, very simple. And if doing this helps you, if writing out this list like this, that's a very good strategy. So writing stuff out like that, that'll really help you. Do it. Okay, so final practice problem I have for you: write down these values, and then go ahead and check the solutions. Okay, for closure 2, you do have a closure, and I hope you can get this. Explain how to find the inverse of a function. What do you do? What do you got to switch? Okay, you tell me. All right, hope you enjoyed the lesson. See you next time.